What up, fam? And welcome back to our channel. I'm Deb.
And I'm Jas.
And today, before we get into very much,
make sure you subscribe.
And hit that bell to be notified.
Every time there's a video.
Because that bell ain't ringing and your phone won't be singing. So if you don't see the parentheses on the outside of that bell, that means you won't be notified when we drop Storytimes like these.
Babe! Dang! Why Babe keep hitting me in the head, y'all?
Alright. So,
highly anticipated, highly requested
video. Now, fam, the one about the cheating ex. Now, you guys wanted to hear this story about the ex who hit me with a car.
Yes, we talked about it. We talked about it a little bit in our how do we meet?
Yes. So, before I get to her hitting me with the car, there's a little bit of backstory. She and I, we moved back to Birmingham at the end of 2013. She got a job. Thought that everything was gonna be perfect. All hunky-dory, peachy keen, nice roses. However, this is where things get crazy. For about a month, not even a solid month after we got the job, after she got the job, and we got an apartment through the job that she had, she lost her ever-loving mind. So, Valentine's Day 2014, that is when this woman decides to start cheating. While she's out shopping for me for Valentine's Day at the mall, she gets the number from a guy she went to high school with. Now, she and I, what was it, about 4 or 5 days after the fact of her getting his number. Now, this is unbeknownst to me at the time that it happened. I found out about it because there was a family reunion meeting. So with this family reunion meeting, we were thick as thieves. We always went everywhere together. Now, when you tell me that we should be driving separate vehicles to the same location, we're in one car, but you're saying you're gonna take me to go drive. Yeah, we in one car. You telling me you're gonna take me to go drop me off at the other car so that we can take 2 cars to this family reunion meeting because you're going to your sister's afterwards. I'm like, oh, so I ain't welcome there no more? Nah, I just need some space. Talk to my sister. Oh, okay. Now y'all know, fam, that ain't sit well with me because it just sounded funny. Now I geolocated her phone and discovered that she was over near an elementary school across town.
What made you geolocate her phone? Cause y'all split up?
Yes. Well, not just because we split up. That's what I'm saying. When since we were together, she never went to go see any of her family without me.
Alone.
Yeah. And not that it was an issue, but it's just the way that you did it. What's so special
about today?
Yes.
Especially after the family reunion meeting.
How you gonna tell me that we're gonna drive separate vehicles?
Yeah.
And we go to your family reunion meeting, and you leave from your family reunion meeting and leave me there with your family.
Yeah.
You going over your sister's house, but your sister's still there.
Okay.
So needless to say, when I pull up at the spot where her phone was pinging at, a guy comes to the door. I like, hey bro, can you tell my wife to come to the door? So he just slides the door open and move the hell out my way. And then so she's sitting on the couch, got a cover draped over her legs. So at that point, cause she just talking,
I can say she just comfortable.
They probably had just got done screwing. Because when your husband, you done told your husband you're gonna be at your sister's house. The place where you at is 40 minutes from your sister's house.
Yeah. And a guy come to the door.
And it's just you and it wasn't the door. You know how people turn the garage into a room? I went and knocked on the garage door. So I went and knocked on his bedroom door.
Basically.
And you telling me, oh, we was watching a movie.
Anyway.
Yeah. But you talking to me and you ain't got up yet. You talking to me from the couch, while I'm at the door. 5 minutes now. You ain't get up to bust no move. But you so cocky with yourself. Just get your stuff and get out. Cool. That's fine with me. Now y'all, I'm petty Betty. I really am. Because at this point, I've caught you in the act of cheating. You know what? Cool. I'm gonna go. But you know what I did?
What?
I took the TV. I took my TV. On top of taking my TV, I took the plugs for all the electronics in the house. Go get you some more cords, sis. Go get you some more cords. I'm talking about I took the seat, I let the bed and the car down, popped the TV in the back of the car, and I took all the plugs and I took all the cords in the house.
Oh my God.
I took the cord to the Wi-Fi router.
Babe.
Needless to say, that's the biggest thing. In 2014, no Wi-Fi. Now, you guys might be thinking whatever, but to be perfectly honest, like, you tell me that I did something over the top wrong. Petty, yes, I can admit that I was petty for doing that, but at the same time, it was so much more stuff that I could have done.
Yeah.
Leading up to that,
after you took the cords and stuff.
After I took the cords and everything, you know, why you do that? You know, calling, crying on the phone, all this other stuff when she gets there.
You told me to get my stuff and get out.
Right.
I got my stuff, my Wi-Fi cords, and I got out, and my TV.
So when she does that, she doing all this crying and everything. So we split. But the crazy thing about this lady is she tells her folks, when everybody asks her what is wrong with you, why are you cheating on your husband? This lady tell her folks because he sit at home and he ain't got no job, but he making more money than me. Not that I ain't got no income coming in, fam. When I came off active duty, my unemployment was $2,000 a month. It wasn't I wasn't trying to look for a job, I was looking for a job. But then even now, you can fill out applications online. So I'm sitting at home filling out applications online, even to the job where she worked at. But she in the job telling them that I'm doing stuff like beating on them. Which
we told y'all in the how we met video.
And then she's also trying to play me stupid because on top of the night that I caught her at his place, I caught her at public storage with him too. The reason that the second time I caught her didn't sit right with me is because she tried to play me like I was stupid. This lady tells me that she has it. Now, although I've never had a blood transfusion done, that does not mean that I don't know when somebody lying about a blood transfusion. This lady had the audacity to tell me
Jesus Christ
that she was having a blood transfusion. But the reason she had to have a blood transfusion is because her bones were slowly shattering. Like if she touched her leg like this, fam, you could feel her bones cracking. So she had to have a blood transfusion. And that was why she wasn't gonna be.
She thought she was born last night.
So she wasn't gonna be at public storage at all. And I'm like, hold on, what? Why would you tell me you ain't gonna be at public storage? Because you gotta have a blood transfusion.
Right.
Instead of asking me, can I come to the hospital and sit with you to see about you? Because before this, the only time I've caught you is at his house. So if we're still married, I care about your well-being. So it didn't sit right that she didn't ask me to come to the hospital, but instead she's trying to make it known that she's not gonna be at public storage. I wait good and well till 9:45 at night.
Pop up. And the camera is trying to freaking die.
Oh Lord, let me go upstairs and get another battery. This little disrespectful camera is back functioning. We'll get back to the story.
Yes.
So I roll, you know, I wait good and well. I'm like, okay, this public storage, that's the focal point.
That's what I was saying. Finna pop up.
So I roll up at 9:45. I take mine, I still have a key. So I go, screen door lock. I get a credit card. Open screen door.
You determined.
Because if the screen door is locked,
somebody on the inside.
Because my car's outside. and an unknown car. So it's 2 cars here.
And a screen door locked.
But you supposed to be
getting a blood transfusion.
Yeah. And blood transfusions ain't no same day procedures.
Okay.
So you wouldn't be at home the same day getting a blood transfusion, especially if it's so severe where your bones are shattering every time you touch them like this. You can feel your bones shattering and collapsing under your hand.
Pause the story. Just let me know in the comments right now if you know anybody that tell petty lies and just lie for no damn reason. We try to keep it PG over here, but that was just a dumb lie.
Damn's in the Bible, so I think we okay with that one.
Damn.
After I swipe the credit card,
I'm sorry.
Pop in the screen door. I get the key. I unlock the door. This is the fastest I've seen her move in our entire relationship. Because I'm telling you, the sofa that she was sitting on, that's the door. That's what she was sitting on the sofa.
Y'all can't see, but it's literally like it's far apart.
Well,
it's not far.
No. I'm talking about all like back there on the edge. It seemed like that far, but for you to make it from there to there as I'm opening the door.
So about what, 10 feet?
Yeah.
About 10 feet.
This lady done ran, jumped on the table to jump over the table to catch me before I come in the door, because she know that I roll around with my pistol. So she trying to catch me before in her head.
Before the bullets catch him. Right.
In her head, I'm guessing she like, oh, it's finna be a shootout. So she trying to catch me before I come in the door. Now, when she catch me at the door, she just, this is my apartment, I got this through my job and all this other. You need to leave, that's my company, that's my guest, he welcome here. All this other nonsense, yes. So I'm like, you know what? Cool. So I'm getting ready to walk out the door because I'm finna call the police so I can just get my stuff and bounce.
Here we go.
This girl started beating me in the back of the bag, beating me in my head, all that. So I'm just walking out the door because I'm like, you ain't finna get me out of character. But I know what we saying because of the energy, guys. So keep that same energy from henceforth. So, and keep in mind, fam, I told y'all she started cheating on February 14th. Everything I'm telling you happened before March 1st. By the time March 1st rolled around, she had pretty much moved back in with her mom. So she's moved back in with her mom and I have the apartment. Because they can't kick me out. Like the public storage can't kick me out because we are married. And the police can't do anything because we are married. So since I wasn't going anywhere, well, I'll say it wasn't that I initially did leave, but when you doing all this extra stuff, you ain't finna be smashing nobody in the bed that we had together, in the couches that we bought together. Nah, fam. What I look like sleeping on my best friend couch still, or sleeping in my car, and you at home having sex on stuff that I bought.
Yeah.
So I went back home. I was in the other room. I was sleeping on the couch, wasn't saying nothing to her. So I guess that guilt plus that awkward silence is what made her go ahead and just leave, move back in with her mom. Because I had went back and I'm like, this is stupid. Why am I sleeping in my car? And why am I sleeping on my best friend's sofa?
And I got, technically I got my own place.
Yes. So I'll be in the second room over there. I'll be over there. I'll be sleep on the couch, you know, things like that. I close the door. This lady had even stolen money from me. I'm gonna have to tell y'all the story about being out of pocket. So fast forward a little bit. I guess Birmingham, the guy who she decided to start cheating with, that wasn't working out. So now she tries to move to Florida with a swinging chick. Now, with her trying to move to Florida with them, she ain't got no vehicle that's in her name. The car's my name. We still married. So I was being nice. And since I had the apartment, since they were taking the money for the apartment and taking my fam, the apartment was sweet. $200 a month, and that covered everything. Water, lights, and your rent. $200 a month. Not a pay period, but a month. So since that was one less bill I ain't have to worry about, I was letting her drive the car. Even though we were going through what we were going through, I still let her keep the car. I'm like, okay, well, they're taking the apartment out of her check, so I let her have the car so she can get back and forth to work, so I can have somewhere to stay. So that wasn't good enough for her. Her working the job, and although she has the car to get back and forth to work, me being at the apartment, that wasn't good enough for her. So this lady quits her job just so I can get kicked out the apartment to try to move with a swinger. Now, she just turned, when she quit the job and they come and tell me pretty much I have 7 days to vacate. At that point, I'm like, okay, cool. This lady turns up missing with the car. When I tell her, you know what, just bring me the car and we can just part ways amicably, because you talking about counseling and all that, nah, that ain't gonna work, because you ain't doing right by me. So you know what, let's just go ahead and get this divorce on the way and call a spade a spade. 3 days she caught herself trying to be hiding with the car, but from the first instant I had a tracker on the car. So with me having the tracker on the car, I'm knowing everywhere she bouncing from. So she just tried to go take my car and just park it. Where she called herself being smart, she had it in the gated community.
She was elite.
Right. So I'm just waiting out, because I know at some point she's gonna have to go see her mama. This lady goes to her mama's job. I pull up at her mama's job first.
Here we go.
When I pull up at her mama's job, me and her mom had been talking or what have you, and then I left. Not even 30 minutes after I left, she came to her mama's job, not even 30 minutes after I left. So when I got the notification where the car was, and I was like, oh, so I roll up. And she's inside with her mom. I still have 2 keys. I go and I hop in the other car. The one that she had.
Right.
So the car that I drove in, her cousin was the one that was supposed to drive that car. But she comes and she pretty much bullies her cousin, because her cousin was sitting in the passenger seat. So when I pull up, I hop out. I done parked the car. I hop out, hop over in the other car. Her cousin was supposed to just hop.
This sounds like some movie type stuff. What is going on? Is this baby boy?
I couldn't even believe it when I was going through it.
Right.
So her cousin doesn't get over in the car because her baby had started crying. So this lady then came, opened the driver's side door to the car that I just hopped out of. At that point, by the time I even realized that her cousin is behind me, I'm all the way down the street. I done pulled and ducked the car off. I don't see her cousin, so I roll back up. She in the car, but she just sitting in the car with her cousin.
Still talking.
Right. Nah, she she was trying to put her cousin out the car. Like, you and your baby get out the car. And I'm talking, this is her first cousin. So when she tells her that, I'm like, man, chill. So she's trying to drive, and I was standing right there. You ain't going nowhere in my car. Floored that mug.
And you standing in front of the car.
I wasn't even standing in front of the car. Well, I was in front of the car, but I was a distance because when I walked in the street, she was all the way back there. So I'm talking, she floored it, dislocated my hip and everything. I had to go to the VA, messed up my hip and all. That's why I be having problems with my hip to the day.
Straight.
And fam,
Psycho.
As you can see from just this story, there's a lot for me to tell you guys about this person. So if you want to hear like the stuff that we had to cut off, because at this point the video is like 20 minutes close, so I don't want to keep you guys too long like we're sitting here on a mukbang.
But
so if there's anything that you heard that you want us to highlight on, or you want another story time for me to tell you some more about that crazy relationship and the end of that tumultuous time, then comment down below.
Yes. Bae been through it, y'all. And we were saying this in a mukbang that we record, well, not a mukbang, in a seafood boil that we just recorded, that the things that he went through and that we both went through before we met each other really just made us for each other. Because to be perfectly honest, man, I was like, "Babe, you gotta show them your elbow. Where your elbow?" Oh, so. Y'all, when I met Bae, she still, that was still healing up. Man, I still had scars on my hip. That was still healing up. But that junk was it was like, it was to the white meat. When I met him, he had white scabs to the white meat on his elbow. I'm like, what happened to your elbow? And then I just told her all nonchalant. I was my ex hit me with a car.
My ex hit me with a car. And then I'm like, I'm finna start talking because we were talking about something. And she's like, what happened? I was like, oh, my ex hit me with a car. And she was like, hold on, we ain't finna just act like you ain't just saying she hit you with a car. Like, you alive talking to me? And that's all you got is some white meat scratches on your elbow? Blessed. Yes, very. So fam, sadly, we gotta let you guys go. Yes, because this is very long. There was a lot that happened between February when she began to cheat and May when I met Jazz. And although that's 3 months, anybody out there knows that a lifetime of things can happen in 3 months. Yeah. And a lifetime of things did happen. And when you're done, you're done. Yeah. First of all, when you hit me with a car. See, you didn't let them go too far. When you start cheating, when you out shopping for Valentine's Day. Yeah, getting me a Valentine's Day gift and picking up numbers and stuff. How you gonna start cheating with the person that was selling you my shoes? Trifling. But anyway, be sure to give this video a big thumbs up. Subscribe if you're not already subscribed. We hope you guys enjoyed. If it's too long, let us know in the comments. Because we can shorten it. But yes, we tried. But I was like, baby, it was a lot of backstory. I could not. And that was the short version. Yeah, I couldn't just say, oh, she hit me with a car at her mama's job. Then, nah. I had to tell you why. To it. Yeah. So, sadly, we've got to let you guys go, fam. Until the next video. Let us know what stories y'all want to hear next. Bae, as y'all know, Bae's a little bit older than me. So, I've been through some stuff, but it's a little bit different from the stuff that Bae has been through. So that's part of the reason why. That's why Bae got all the good stories. I got good stories, y'all. They good now, but they wasn't good then. Okay. Love we really gonna let you out, fam. Yes. Love you guys.